wynFM Community Radio.
Joining me in the studio now, I have Jackie from the Collins Werribee Plaza Bookshop. Welcome, Jackie.
Hi Denise, how are you going?
Good. Now you're actually going to have a regular segment on Denise on Thursday.
Yeah, how exciting. Thank you for inviting me along to do that.
Oh, and thank you for coming. And our segment's going to be called Book Chat.
Yep.
And we're going to be talking about all aspects of books, not just new releases, but all different aspects. And what are we going to talk about tonight, Jackie?
Well, today I thought we'd talk about something very topical in the book industry, and that's the phenomenon of books going into movies.
Oh, very popular.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's always been around. And I also wanted to talk about books going to television programs as well, which happens as well. And it's always happened. It's happened for a long time. But I think over the last couple of years, the fact that technology allows movies to happen so quickly, it's just really amazing that you can literally, close the lid on a book and the next thing you know, it's out in the movies.
The turnaround time's very quick, isn't it? Yes. Yeah.
So, what do you do in that situation? Do you go out, quickly read the book and go and see the movie? Or do you, go to see the movie first and then read the book?
And it can be a real catch-22, because you can, if you really love a book, sometimes when you see the movie you can be disappointed.
Yeah, very much so.
Because obviously a book contains a lot more than you can put in a movie. And and you think, because do I want to see the movie first, or do I want to finish the book?
Exactly. And I've often posed, we've got a regular newsletter that goes out to our customers, and I've often posed a question, along the lines of, is the book always better than the movie? Is it always better? Because I've actually found myself in circumstances where I've actually enjoyed the movie more. So,
The Lovely Bones.
Oh, okay, yep.
Which I had read the book and I loved the book.
Yes,
I loved the book. And I was so disappointed with the film.
Really? Oh, okay.
And I don't know whether it was because I loved the book so much, but some of the characters in the book that I felt were quite central to the story, they sort of skimmed over in the movie.
Yeah.
And I tried to justify it by thinking, well, you can't fit everything into a movie, and in a 2.5 hour movie. But there was just a couple of characters that, to me, when I read the book, were really pivotal. And they were still in the movie, but they just glossed over them.
Yeah.
So
it's come to me now. It was
Excellent.
The Time Traveller's Wife.
Ah,
yes.
Okay.
And look, I found time traveling's not my genre.
Yes.
So reading it, in the first place was something unusual for me to do. But
so it really got your imagination.
Yeah, but I wanted to read it before I saw the movie. But I just found it, I'm a very black and white sort of person, and I need things to be logical, and there were all these rules being broken about the time travel, and I just kept thinking, how is this happening? Because the guy kept coming back and meeting himself when he was at a different age. And I
is
thought,
that the one with Eric Bana? Oh, I actually haven't seen that, yeah.
And I thought, this is not right. You can't come back and meet yourself in another dimension. Like, it just doesn't happen. Anyway, so I struggled through the book. I really had to push myself, and it took me ages to read it.
You couldn't quite connect with the book?
No, I couldn't. But the movie was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, wow. Was it because Eric Bana was in it?
Probably. But I also think, for me, visualising the time travel was a lot easier than reading about the time travel. But someone who's into the science fiction thing...
Do you think it was the way the book was written, or that it didn't give you enough description that you could identify?
No, I think it's probably met my brain.
Okay.
More than anything. I think people who love science fiction and all that side of things would disagree with me totally and think that the movie just
didn't live up to it, maybe.
Exactly. But it's interesting because...
Well, see, we have two examples where you enjoyed the movie much more than the book, and I was the opposite with the different books and movies.
But look, I do admit that in most circumstances the book is all, far outweighs the movie, and like you said, it's because you get that level of detail and background, and then sometimes actually, even physically how the character's represented. Yes, it actually shocks you, and you think, oh no, that's not how I saw that person. It's not right,
And sometimes I've noticed in books, one of the characters may be in the book, they've been described as perhaps not attractive or something like that, and that's actually been part of the storyline. It's had some impact.
Yeah.
But then you see the movie and there's some gorgeous actress actress in it, and then they're still the same storyline. You know, they might be struggling with self-esteem or whatever.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense when there's this gorgeous actress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's had the Hollywood treatment.
Yes.
Hasn't it? Yeah. So, but look, it's amazing. We've got we've had some incredible examples. We've had, like, recently with The Kite Runner, Fantastic Mr. Fox, Dear John, The Road, My Sister's Keeper. There's just been so many. It's prolific. And, you know, just in the next few months, we've got Girl with the Dragon Tattoo coming out on a movie. For kids, we've got The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, which my son's ecstatic about.
Oh, wow.
It's one of his favourite books. And also Eat, Pray, Love, which is a really well-loved biography about a lady who travels the world after a horrific divorce.
So that's an actual true story?
Yeah, it's a true story, and it's
wow.
one of Oprah's favourite books.
Oh, okay.
So we've got many people reading it. And this lady basically eats her way through Italy, and she prays her way and meditates her way through India, and then falls in love at the end of it.
I like it when they fall in love.
Yeah, so there's actually a movie being made on that, and I think that would be fantastic to see. I've read the book and it's beautiful.
Have you seen the movie The Kite Runner?
Yes.
Because I've read the book, but I haven't actually seen the movie. So what did you think in that situation?
I haven't read the book.
Oh.
But I love the movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so one day I'll probably get to a point where I will read the book but I felt that the movie had a lot of detail in it. You know?
Yes.
So,
because I quite enjoyed the book. There were some sort of aspects of, I guess, the cruelty that was described in the book, and I wondered how that transferred to the screen.
Yeah, it was in your face.
It was it?
Yeah,
okay.
It wasn't glossed over.
Because definitely in the book you could feel that when you're reading it, like you did identify with what was happening. You'd sort of go, oh, you know, when you read something that was quite horrific, and obviously they've put that in the film. Well,
and I've also heard about The Road, which I haven't read and I haven't seen.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
But it's a book about, like, after like a nuclear explosion or something like that, and how people are trying to find each other survivors. And apparently it's quite a, you know, if you have to be in the right state of mind to read it because it's quite depressing.
Oh, okay.
But I think the movies stayed very true to the book because people have actually called talkback to say that, you know, it really impacted them. Like, they've come out of this movie just feeling like awful, and so it sounds like
it's not a movie to see if you're not feeling
definitely not.
I think you have to be in the right frame of mind to see the movie and read the book by the sound of it.
Exactly. Yeah. But so I just find that whole area and topic really interesting. And you know, same with TV.
Yes.
Like, for ages, the BBC has, you know, produced the Jane Austen series on TV.
And they've done some really good
and Sherlock
versions.
Holmes and all that sort of stuff. And, you know, people don't seem to criticise the TV series aspect as much as the movie. And I think it's because the TV has the longevity.
And also, too, as you say, generally often they're like little mini-series. It's not just a movie made for TV. They're often a mini-series, so they can, you know, pretty much often go exactly along the lines of the book and put all the detail in, can't they?
Yeah, exactly.